Hello, welcome to this week's Wild Spirits News. My name is Sibylla and today I'm going to ask you, why would you need a purpose? You see, purpose is one of those words that has a lot of different definitions, and when you look at the definitions out there, a lot of them resemble what is actually a calling, what you could call a calling, a particular work, a particular type of work that you're meant to do. And I think that's a bit of a shame because I find this a very restrictive definition. A purpose is not a prison or a sentence. It's more like the purpose is the underlying reason why you do the work that you do. So your mission today is to learn what a purpose is and how you can find yours. Task number 1 is realize purpose is about being. Purpose is not a career or a work. Now you can be passionate about your work. That's why I focus my work on both passion and purpose. But passion is more like, the focus on passion is something you do. It could be a hobby, an art, a craft. It could also be a field of study or an interest. A passion could be a sport or an activity. So we could say, summarizing, that passion is about something you do. You do something that lights you up. That's your passion. In contrast, purpose is about why you do these things. Who you are, why you do what you do. What is your deepest core? So in my case, for example, I'm a coach because my purpose is to be an agent of change. I always call it a catalyst. So my purpose is to connect or reconnect people with what really makes them tick, with who they really are. That's why I'm a coach. I'm also a translator and a proofreader. That's what I first did in my first life, so to speak. Languages, I love languages, very passionate about them. And this can also be a life-changing thing in a wider sense. It can also help people along on their way of doing more of who they really are. So this is what purpose is about. So we could say passion is about doing and a purpose is about being who you really are. Task number 2 is called why you need a purpose. Now, like I said, my coaching is what I'm doing, it's my passion, but it expresses my purpose. It is not my purpose. Now, I always say passion and purpose are related. That does not mean they're the same thing. People keep mixing that up. It's like I say, they always use purpose in the way you would use a passion or a calling in the sense of a particular work or role or job. Now, a passion and a calling can express a purpose, but they're not the same thing. The way they are related, you could compare this to, they're energetically related, and it's like they live in the same postcode. They're kind of on the same plane, which is why I say in order to find your purpose, you need to prioritize your passion. You need to kind of send out this signal to life that this is what is most important to you in your life, that you're focusing on the thing that lights you up, or the things if you're multi-passionate. Your most important thing in life is to do what lights you up and what fills you with joy. And this vibration, so to speak, in hippie terms, this vibration is the same vibration on which purpose lies. And that is what you then becomes clear to you after a while of actually radically and consistently prioritizing the thing that lights you up. Then you suddenly become clear about why you're doing the things you do, why you're passionate about the things you're passionate. A purpose is something that you've probably done all your life. You may not have prioritized it as much, but it's always been there because it is who you are at the core of your being. And the reason why it's so important to know yours and to live yours is that it's absolute bliss to do so. There is nothing more fulfilling and creating happiness than to live your purpose every day. It's what gets you out of bed every morning. It's when things get really tough, when something happens, something bad happens, something that makes you sad, or that just makes you drift off course, that maybe makes you forget your passions for a bit. Your purpose is like a compass. It's like that star, that guiding star that brings you back into alignment with who you are, that prevents you from losing your course, your way. It steers your steps. It gives you It literally gives every day and every minute purpose, and that is an incredibly fulfilling and happy feeling. That brings me to task number 3, which is, as usual, let me know. Hit the reply button on the email that you got the link to this video with and tell me what you take away from this video. Do you know your purpose? Do you maybe think this is all a humbug? It's okay, just tell me, just be polite about it. But if you don't agree with this, I'd love to hear that too. Or if you do think you have a purpose, have you found it? Are you going to go about finding it, or what are you going to do? I'll reply to every email, I promise. And if you didn't get the link to this email, to this video in an email, that means you're not part of the Wild Spirits community yet, and you should join us. Go to wildspiritscoaching.com and sign up. You only fill in that little form there. You'll get 1 email per week. It's 100% spam free. You'll get lots of extra articles and information, recommendations of books and other resources, and sometimes you get exclusive offers that are only for my subscribers that nobody else ever gets to see. So go to wildspiritscoaching.com and sign up, or you can Google Wild Spirits Coaching. That'll get you to the website as well. Thank you for watching.